I mean, I don't know what we can do, about that.
Our number 2, YouTube. Hello. Go on.
I mean, outside of like the ship doesn't have like automated defenses, does it?
Not really.
No.
I don't think
Like
we
it's
got
not
a
like
big
there's
enough
not a
ship for
turret
that.
on the outside or the inside.
No, nothing
It's
is
not
gonna
gonna shock
assail
them if they
them.
try to lockpick it.
Yes, you have that item, Spiggs.
Yay. Equipment.
We haven't driven really far away, right? We're like right next to our ship, so.
You drove for about. You came back a little bit actually when you were looking for her. You kind of estimated how far she went. So I'm gonna say that you're about half an hour on foot away from your ship. So distances here are really fucking wacky, but you're about 3 minutes away by speeder.
Yeah, perhaps I will go later with the others real quick back and just pick up like a bit of money or like enhance like.
Sure.
Is it a possibility for me like to increase the check? That's harder.
The security check.
To make like an extra security layer or something like this.
Are you proficient in the slicers kit?
I'm not.
I'm gonna say that yeah, you can definitely attempt to do that, but if you fail, you're gonna make it worse. It requires a computer. It requires a security expert to get into places and to prevent places from being got into.
Would my security droids be able to help with that?
Yes, they are proficient in the slashers kit, are they?
Yep, slicer and security.
Yeah, yeah. If you render them to Milo, I'm gonna say there is a chance for things to go wrong again, but not as much.
Do we have to leave like the droids there, or can they still come with us?
No, it'll be just updating the firmware of all of the locks on the ship, and then introducing backdoor blockers so they can't be virused into opening, which is what a slicer would do. They'd use a virus. There's no lock picking anymore, right? There's just beep boop on your terminal and the thing is yours. So yeah, definitely you can take one of one, or I think you only have the one, right, Ren?
I bought 3. I only remember 1 getting shot down during that fight.
So you should give him both of your droids to go with them back to the ship to do this.
Since I'm interfaced with them, if it gives me the help action, I can roll 3 d20s. So maybe I should.
Are you proficient in the mechanics kit?
Oh, true.
What kit were you going to use to do this, Ren?
I keep forgetting about tools. I ain't got anything to help with this, so yeah, I'll forward them to Milo.
Okay. What kit would you use, Milo?
What can I use the Astrotech implement instead?
Yeah, definitely. Because you're interfacing with the droids, you can use the Astrotech kit to interface with the droids. So
yeah, it's maybe easier than the mechanics kit, or like more fitting. Yeah.
So use your Astrotech kit and roll it with intelligence. Just a straight roll.
Normal. Okay.
Yeah, you want above a 15. All right. You roll pretty poorly. Your bounty hunter friend has already done these modifications, so no, you don't make it any worse, but you don't make it any better either. It's still a 25 DC check for anyone wanting to nick your ship.
It's just there were 2 of them. Could one give the help action, or?
Yeah. So your droids are already there, allowing him to use his astromech kit to interface with their slicer kits. So no. It just reduces the DC to 15.
I have no clue why this whole interaction confused me so much. I'm sorry.
Whatever. I'm just making shit up as I go, man.
Really?
I don't want to stuff too easy, right?
Yeah, sure. And also like not abuse like throw it for everything.
Yeah, that too.
On like help action for everything. I get it.
Yep,
Yeah, that's
that
true.
too. Is everyone back? We were having a little bit of a break, but I restarted the YouTube recording because Nuatha was asking, of course, very pertinent questions.
Real quick before we get started, can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, in regards to the wanting to buy things and with how we're
Yep.
dealing with credits,
Yep.
And how it'd be ridiculously unreasonable to carry around 7,000 credits because of the weight.
Yep.
What's the best way to deal with that in regards to where we are and where potentially buying things?
I'm gonna say get a.
I just make multiple trips back and forth, basically, or what?
Yeah, you can make multiple trips back and forth, or you can get like a Visa card. You can go to the huts and be like, I have money, put them in the bank. Banks are a thing. The huts are maybe not the best. Or here's another thing that I thought. These 4 vendors that we have, they'd be more than happy to hold your money for you for a small fee. So every time you go to either the Gunrunners or the Aegis Corporation, you can just put all of your money with them, and they'll be available because you're only gonna use them to buy stuff anyway, right? The flip side to that is if you go to a planet where they aren't there, which is about half of the planets, you can't use that credit. So maybe have a little bit with them, have a little bit on your ship, have a little bit with the huts if you can use the huts like Amex card to pay everywhere, right? Everyone deals with the huts. So
Okay.
So I'm gonna say the huts are like 1,000 credits a month to hold your money, and like the gun runners are like 50 credits a month to hold your money, and then obviously there's no fee for the money that is on your ship. But if the ship gets stolen or that green-skinned woman breaks into your fucking ship, she will definitely find those if she is a professional chaser, like that Nikto implied.
Gotcha. Anyone got good strength?
I have some decent strength.
Okay. If I carry the amount of credits that I more or less need to get these items just based off of the sheet we have, I'm over by like my carry capacity by like 20. Definitely encumbered. But
I'll carry him for you.
okay. Let's see. I'm trying to see where my limit is on encumbrance. I don't remember that.
The Empire is probably really happy that you guys have these kinds of problems. It means that there's always large amounts of money in the same place. The Empire probably enjoys that.
What is my... At what point am I encumbered?
Just keep adding shit to your character sheet and it'll tell you. I think it's a number of pounds equal to 15 plus your, or 150 plus your strength modifier or something.
Okay. Is it just like that first little bit of triangles there on the bar?
I don't know. Let's see if I can figure it out. Terra. Inventory. Yeah, here's like 50, 150. Right, it is 150 pounds. And then if we increase your strength, let's just experiment with this. Let's increase your strength to 12 for just a second.
I have to go burn some stuff in the house. I will be back in hopefully a couple minutes.
Yeah, go on. Inventory.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, do you see? We increased your strength modifier by 1 and now it's 180.
Okay. I just didn't know if those little triangles were different points in the encumbrance scale. Okay.
The triangles. I'm not seeing any triangles.
There's like on the blue bar, there's like these little points dividing into 3 chunks. So
yeah. If you enter like the second one, there might be like some stuff. Some reductions.
you know,
Roll some checks. Roll an. Let me roll an athletics check for you. Let's see what the character sheet does with it. Yeah, +0, +0, +2. Yeah, as long as you are not horribly encumbered, you can still go.
So you can just carry like 1,000 credits for me. Then
Ren went to
whoever that was.
get a drink.
Then
Dun, dun.
What do we do?
I'm fighting the music. See if this freaks the fuck out again. No, but it is too loud. Right, so Milo has went back to the ship. The rest of you, go ahead and do. You are now looking for a specific thing, so go ahead and give me your investigation or your perception checks at an advantage.
Also, I asked like the others if I should pick up some of their money if they want something.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely get Tara's. You definitely bring Tara's hers.
Okay.
I've got like 1,000 credits on me. I've got like nearly 2,000 credits on me, or 1,100. Sorry, I've got nearly 1,200. I should be okay.
All right.
so
Tara,
you said
you
perception at advantage.
perception, yeah, perception or investigation at advantage. You're trying to figure out where this woman went. All right, cool. The pair of you, one of the buildings looks a little bit larger, a little bit different. It was once a municipal authority building, and it does indeed contain a functional turbo lift. So you guys find that. The turbo lift is like maybe 30 kilometers down a shaft, but when you click the button, the turbo lift begins to come to you guys, and it'll be here in a minute.
Neat.
So you wait for Milo to return, which obviously the turbo lift is here, and about halfway there where you anticipate Milo being back, someone else calls the turbo lift somewhere.
Press the button again.
Yeah, it doesn't let you call it back until it's like in transit, and then it goes like 100 kilometers down. And then someone gets on it, and they go elsewhere. So by the time Milo actually arrives, it's being used like 3 times, and then you call it. You need to get in quickly before someone. It is the most annoying elevator. Someone calling the elevator on you ever, because you need to wait for like 3 minutes for it to come back. And you all troop inside. It is not large enough for your speeder though. So you can take the turbo lift. The turbo lift has, it has like let me see how much it'll be. It has, you're gonna see, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 labels. It has 5 labels. One of the label is called C, so it's A, C, B, E, and F. So the elevator goes to A, B, C, E, and F. Where to?
That to the other side.
As I find my... I had it here somewhere. Okay. Yeah, where to? You have A, B, C, E, and F.
Is there a way we can see where it was before we had called for it?
Yeah, you were kind of keeping track. Someone took it from A and went to B, and then someone took it from E and went to A, and then someone coded on F and went back to A. So three of the journeys terminated in A.
Well, I think we
Seems
go
like
to A.
the place to go.
All right. You troop in. You leave your speeder behind.
Gonna have to.
Presumably, yeah.
All right.
Can we hide it like in a building next to it?
Yes.
Next to you?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a stealth check to hide that speeder.
I'm
Milo.
gonna give him advantage on that. I'm gonna
Sure.
give help.
Sure. You guys, as you are waiting, you kind of anticipate that he's
before-
gonna want to hide it. So you find a spot.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna say I have really good stealth. I've got +7 to my stealth.
Oh, you're better
That's
than
okay.
mine then.
That's okay.
you want me to-
14 is enough.
Oh, okay.
You find an old residential building that has a garage, and you take it inside.
Okay.
Uh,
I look at us. I really don't want to walk back there.
I can only agree with that.
you. Wait, C is. Oh yeah, C1 is terminus. So yeah, you guys arrive at A. As you troop into the turbo lift, it kind of activates, and it's a little. It accelerates very rapidly, and it kind of pulls your lunches back into your throats, in the way it accelerates, and it goes to a place called X201BA2, which is where you are currently at. Whoop. It goes. Not private GM, public role. This is where you end up. As you dismount, you find yourself in pretty much a similar building to where you were until now, but instead of a tunnel, it is a large open hangar area, and every 5 or so kilometers there is a rectangle protrusion coming out from the ground. There are multiple bits of fire burning. So firstly, the hangar area is like maybe 100 kilometers long. You can't see the end of it. Secondly, there's like almost no neon lights here. Everything is being stripped down, and it's a wide open flat area. And every couple of kilometers, there's about a 10-story building coming out from the ground. There are no roads, and there are these shanty constructions everywhere. You guys come up on this elevated platform overlooking the entire thing, and boxed everywhere these little like municipal shop things with a large plethora of aliens selling different wares. There's no gunrunners or Aegis or Tactical Advantage or even Amber House here. This is where people live, and yeah, there's about I want to say 30,000 of these buildings. It kind of looks like Neo Tokyo, but instead of all of the buildings bunched together, they are spaced apart. But there is an equal number of them, so it is a very melancholy picture of this huge place where so many people live, but it is somehow still very, very empty. Nobody pays you any mind. This alien kind of bumps into you, Nuatha, as he walks, and he says in some... You get his meaning. He says he's sorry, but you've never heard the language.
Okay.
And everyone's
He
kind of
didn't
looking
take
away from
anything,
you.
did he?
You pat yourself down, he has not taken anything.
Okay, good.
And yeah. There are shops on either side of you. Like, this thing sells fish from Mon Calamari. This thing sells tobacco from Corellia. This thing sells booze. This thing sells like glitter spice. There are these alleyways that go inside the superstructure where you were just in. These alleyways go inside, and they're full of like these junky-looking individuals that are like convulsing. They're almost unlit. There is occasionally a burning barrel, and flanked on both sides are stairs leading down into the residential area. Where to?
So, Mara, you said that you wanted me to pick up some money from you. Like, is there like anywhere you especially want to go to spend it?
Yeah, it would have been the Aegis Corporation, and I think the Amber Room was the other one.
All right.
So these won't really.
You peer down the elevated catwalks and you can't locate these. There aren't instances of these shops here. Maybe you can ask someone. There's a fish merchant next to you and a tobacco merchant on the right side. Or you can just mingle.
Sure, I'll ask the fish merchant.
All right. So unless you like give me like particular instructions, I assume that your character just stands there. So you can just say, "I go left."
Yeah.
Right.
I'll go to the fish merchants.
Right.
I was wondering if you could help me find a store, a shop.
He kind of looks at you distantly and he says, "Wait." He says, "You don't know your way around. That's not good, little lady. You're gonna if you don't know where you're going, you're definitely not gonna end up where you want." And he kind of leans in. He has he's a Mon Calamari dude. He has these massive arms, and he kind of leans in on the top, and he says, "Whereabouts are you looking to go?"
Looking for something along the lines of the Aegis Corporation. Get some armor upgrades.
He says, "Oh, you're very, very far away from civilization there, little lady. You are looking for..."
My apologies. I should be good now.
Oh, you were FK, were you? Okay. We're trying to find our way in this concrete hell. He says, there's a place further inside of this building, somewhere in G, and if you didn't know, G is service, called Niai. Niai is Hattis for basically space crossroads. He says that is where the local warlord of this place lives, and it is also where rabble like us are not really allowed. He says G is a couple of levels below, but there's no direct route to it. I would recommend, if you could, getting down into F and asking again, but you better have some money on you, otherwise they're not gonna let you in.
How much?
He says, I really don't know. We don't go there. We're simple people here. We make do with what we have, and occasionally I get word from home. Now, do you want to buy some fish? Come on, try some. And he pulls this like ridiculously slimy looking tentacle thing out of one of the things. It begins trying to like get his tentacles around his throat to choke him, but he's holding it at like arm's length. And he says, "You should try cooking this."
I think I'm good. I've never been one for the texture of fish, but I'll keep you in mind, but I do
He-
get the craving.
He cackles and he says, "Good luck, little missy." And he says, "Wait." He says, "Did you come by ship, perchance? Where did you land your ship?"
I was just dropped off here.
Yes.
I was just dropped off here. Didn't really land it. Nowhere to land it.
Oh yeah. Where were you dropped off at?
Again, I really can't say. I don't know this area too well.
He smiles and he gives you he taps like the side of his temple and he says, "Smart, smart." So you troop on outside where everyone is just standing there.
It's like
So-
welcome she is where to get to for what I'm looking for. Not exactly for our mission.
I'm getting called again. Yay.
So you got all the information you were looking for?
I think so. We need to go to level F in order to find anyone that'd be selling what equipment I'm needing. We go from F to G, and then we have to bribe our ways in.
So how
Right. Didn't
Okay,
give me much
then.
more than that, but I'm sure we can reach a reasonable deal.
Did he mention how long it takes to get like to BF? Time-wise?
And we would just have to take the lift down to F, and then from there go up to G.
Yep.
Or down to G. Didn't really say the time.
Are you guys like hungry? You want to keep something to eat here?
Well, if you want fish, I know a guy.
I'm not too hungry.
Like fish on a stick, or what do you mean?
No, this guy sells raw fish. There's not. It's
No,
not
it's-
like
it's-
a junk food stall. There's no junk food here.
It's just like actual fish. There,
Where is he getting live fish?
I didn't feel like
Interesting
questioning
question.
that one.
I wouldn't mind like fish, but I would prefer like cooked fish, not like raw.
Nope.
Nah, he only had raw.
No junk food whatsoever. There
I
are
think
like
that
50
we're meant
stores.
to cook it.
Then let's just continue. We can eat something later.
Okay.
Yeah, once we get to somewhere more civilized.
You arrive at the turbo lift, and you start pressing the button, but it seems that there is no interactivity from this side. And the people that are like walking past you, they all suddenly stop and kind of surround you a little bit. And the green-skinned woman with the broken nose and the missing teeth emerges like the crowd parts to admit her to emerge. And she kind of hovers like in front of you guys, and she says, without knowing where you're going really, 201B is a maze, and you're gonna get into a turbo lift. It's going to lead you into a place where you can't come back from, and you're going to starve there and die. If you don't know where you're going, you're gonna need yourselves a guide. And she kind of grins a little bit to reveal that her front teeth are missing.
And I take it you're trying to be our guide.
Absolutely. You seem like people of means. I'm sure you'll be fine, but it'll probably take you longer than you intend. For a measly 5,000 credits, I will take you wheresoever you need to go, and back, which is probably the more expensive.
Nuata just looks at her and says, "Didn't we save your life?"
That's true, and I'm very grateful. Had you asked for something in return on the spot, I would definitely have paid it. But
Well, that's not how being owed a favor works, all right?
oh,
You owe us.
Oh, I owe you, do you? Oh well.
Yeah, we saved
sure,
your life.
Yeah, I'm sure I can think of something. How about 490? Is that a reasonable discount?
How much was it?
5K. She made you 100 credits. 100 credits. Lower offer.
Here's the thing.
Thank you.
You're in a really fun position that you very clearly want to get off-world. You're trying to steal that ship from whoever that was back there.
Oh, that's...
And they beat the shit out of you.
That is definitely...
I don't think you're in a position to bargain in a place where weakness can get you killed. And it will get you killed.
You are very much in the wrong there, dear. I don't covet that ship. In fact, I need like 100 people crew to get that ship. I was doing a commission for a friend, and well, now I can't. See, so a girl's gotta eat, and she gives you a very shady glare of a smile. She's not particularly trustworthy, that one.
So you don't want to leave, not even a little.
She says, what I want is irrelevant to what you guys want, but I can see that you're a little bit reticent, and you said that you want to go to G? You can't make it into G. Even if you find the turbo lift on F that'll get you into G, they're not going to let you into G. Nobody gets into G that doesn't know the boss. And guess who knows the boss? But I can see that you guys don't really trust me, so I will let you wander blindly around here, blind, deaf, and stupid, until you run out of food. And then you can come right back to me. I live in... And she points out to one of the 30 rectangular buildings out there. It doesn't really become clear where she lives.
Okay, is it... we don't want to pay her. How do we talk her down? From 5,000 credits.
How about... if we are done with our shop here, we could give you our speeder because we don't need it that much, and it would be a hassle to disassemble it, so how about you help us? And afterwards you get our speeder.
Speeder, you say? What kind of speeder? Do you have the make and the model? Yeah, you definitely do, Milo, you can tell her.
Yeah, I will tell her it's like... Is it the same speeder than Tatooine one? The same...
Yeah. Let me throw some dice. She looks intrigued and she says, "All right, that'll pay for about half of the 5K, so about 2.5K. And then how long exactly is your mission here? How long exactly is it gonna take before I can actually use my speeder?"
Suppose that depends on how good of a guide you are.
Very. And she smiles at you, Tara.
To be fair, we don't want to spend any day here more than necessary. So don't worry about us slacking off or something like this.
I see you're the... She looks at you, Tara, and she says, "I see you're the brawn. This must be the smarts. You're a very smart monkey man. You should spend as little time here as possible." She says, "All right, pay up."
And then also like 2.5K and a speeder for like a guide which saves your life is a little bit much for us. Aren't you agreeing with me? I think we can reduce the money a little bit.
She says, "You see, you keep offering the same thing your friend offered. I'm not the one that is in need in this place, fellow. I'm not in your power. You're in mine. This place, you see, this place is gonna suck you dry. And at some point, when you have really fallen, you're not even gonna want to leave. Is that what you want?"
No,
And
of
how do we
course
know
not.
you aren't going to just run off?
She grins a little bit and she says, well, we don't, but," and she kind of looks at Ren and she says, I'm sure that I don't want to mix business and pleasure, and if I rob you, you will definitely come for me. So once we do the contract, it is in my best interest to make you guys happy. She kind of shrugs a little bit. She kind of taps the size of her like hip, and as she does that, you see that she now has a gun, a blaster, in the little sling. So in the 3 minutes where you were chasing, or like the half hour that you were chasing her, she came down here. She found a gun.
But there are not like any additional costs like in the future, like to get like to a certain area you didn't mention upfront, right? So like the money covers everything we need to get everywhere we want here, right?
She grins and she says, I wouldn't say anything. You're not interested in the swamp, are you? You're not going to S?
Unlikely.
idea
Answer that
what
right
she's saying.
now.
What?
Do we need?
We don't know where this.
You don't
We
know.
might.
You have no idea what she's saying.
The big bog.
She says, if you're going to S, let me just refer to some notes. If you're going to S, Y, SYV, SYV, H, or T. She says, if you're going to S, Y, V, H, or T, I am definitely not your girl. I am not going to lie. Are you? She kind of looks looks even a little bit like intimidated by you guys now.
What's so special about like these areas? Why are you scared of them?
She kind of smiles very warmly at you, and she kind of covetously like looms over you. And she says, "You're really cute. Can I stroke your head? You're really
That's
cute."
What?
Freak. I come back and we're dealing with a freak.
I don't know if an incomplete guide is worth a speeder in 2500.
She says, "Wow, you are going to S. You guys are crazy. Yeah, I can't help you. No one can help you. You should just not go there or anywhere.
Why?
You
What's
should
on
just
S?
stay here." S is the swamp. S is the artificial hut layer. When the Huts built this building, like however many bajillion years ago, they made an entire skyscraper part a swamp. Do you know what happens to lizard in 15,000 years? You don't want to go there. But you're not going there, are you? You are, aren't you?
Not planned so far. But we have to.
She grins.
Well, it's also currently not of your business where we have to go, or we want to go, until we hired you.
She says, you're a smart one, but you are of course correct. Until you pay me, nothing is really my business.
So. but like excluding these 4 areas you mentioned,
5.
you can 5.
Honey,
You
5.
could bring us. You could. You could bring us anywhere, wherever we want.
She says, hold on, no S. I made a mistake. No, I didn't make a mistake. No, I made a mistake. Hold on. Let me just whoop, whoop. Patience factorial. Oh, give me just a sec. N. Sorry, not S. I'm gonna get a hang of this soon. These soon.
I believe in you.
I need all the support I can get. N, Y, V, H, and T. Is where she won't take you.
Call.
Yeah. What was he saying? Let's give him a second to just do his phone call. As I fix my notes.
I'm back in like 5 minutes. Have to go real quick. Where?
Let's how long has it been? Have we been like? We've been about 40 minutes. We can cut the episode here. Click.